Hi there, I'm Jamie Mushaw with Jamie Mushaw Real Estate, and we're here in Camas, Washington today to take a driving tour of one of the most luxurious neighborhoods that Camas has to offer, called Lacamas Shores. Lacamas Shores is surrounded by territorial views, golf course lots, and some of the homes even back up to Lacamas Lake or have views of Lacamas Lake. Let's go take a look at this custom neighborhood here in Camas, Washington. Today we're back in Camas, and I'm going to take you into one of the luxury neighborhoods known as Lacamas Shores. It has a couple hundred homes in it. Every house in here is custom built, and it sits on what is known as Lacamas Lake. Lacamas Shores is about 25 minutes to Portland Airport, and as we drive through, you're going to see how many custom homes are in here, varying from the 1990s all the way up to current new construction. And the newer homes that were built, most of those sit on the Camas Meadows golf course. So we'll swoop around there so you guys can take a look. In the meantime, take a look at all these homes that are in here that connect to the Camas School District. So all of these homes are pretty much on over 10,000 square foot lot, depending on where you're at within the neighborhood. A lot of them also have views, territorial views, or views of Lacamas Lake. Again, if you're a part of this community, you have access to a boat launch here to go out to Lacamas Lake. We're going to swing around here to the right, which is the older portion, and then we'll duck back down into the other side, which will show you some of the newer homes. You have every different style of home that you could possibly want. The cool thing about this neighborhood is that because the lots are so wide and so big, there are a ton of one levels in here. Obviously, one levels are a premium, so those homes typically are going to sell more price per square foot. Another kind of cool thing about this neighborhood is that we don't see a lot of stucco in the Northwest, and there's definitely a number of homes in here that have stucco on them, um, to give it that Spanish style look. Again, you don't really see that a whole lot in the Pacific Northwest. Every house in here has a minimum of a 3-car garage. There's definitely some 4, 5, 6-car garage homes in here. And I believe the minimum square footage for one levels was around 2,800 square feet, and 2 stories, I think they were around 3,000 square feet. You can see off in the distance there beyond the trees, that's Lacamas Lake. This is a lot that has not been built on yet. So you're probably wondering about prices in this neighborhood. This neighborhood is a minimum of $1 million to get in, and there are definitely homes that have been for sale in here to an upwards of about $3.5 million. This is a pretty high-end exclusive neighborhood. So there's lots of cul-de-sacs that shoot off of the main road that goes through Lacamas Shores. Again, this is in Camas. This is not too far from downtown Camas, just a couple miles. And I would say this is probably one of the first luxury neighborhoods that was built in Camas. It's kind of unique just because how it sits and whatnot. So this long road that we're on right here is called Lacamas Drive, which is the main road that goes through Lacamas Shores. That is a giant house right there. And then as we get down to the end of here, this is the far east end of Lacamas Shores, and then we'll swing around and go back to the other side where the newer homes are built that sit on the golf course. And then you have a trail that connects down to Lacamas Lake. That's Lacamas Lake right there. Okay, so now we're going to start heading back down to the west side of Lacamas Shores. As we get further west in here, the homes get significantly newer, and we'll turn off into some of these cul-de-sacs too before we go down into the area where the golf course is and everything else. Definitely a lot of one levels in here, which is great because it's just like a shortage of those in the area, and they're in very high demand when they come up for sale. So as we come around the corner, on the right is Camas Meadows Golf Course. This is the 15th hole right here. And we start getting into the newer homes in Lacamas Shores. And all of these homes on my right sit on the golf course. As you can see, very walkable, rideable community. Lots of people out and about in the neighborhood and whatnot. Now the golf course will be on my left on all of these homes. A lot of trees were left down here when the subdivision was built, so it gives that mature feeling. Probably swing back around down this road so you can see the homes that are off to my left here before we head back out where we came in. I turn around here. This is the street that we originally came down on. I turn around so you can see all the homes on the other side of the road. We'll go back down here and look at the homes off to our right, which they all sit on the golf course. Here we are at the homes that are on the golf course again. Uh, these are all some of the newer homes built probably like in the last 10 years, I would say. So that's pretty much all of Lacamas Shores. As you can see, it's a giant, very custom built neighborhood. This is one of the most luxury neighborhoods that you'll find in Camas, and probably one of the widest arrays of styles that were built in here of homes, all different types of architecture. So if you're looking for a luxury home in Camas, this is a neighborhood that you will definitely want to consider. It's connected again to the Camas schools. So that's Lacamas Shores in Camas, Washington. If you have any questions about Lacamas Shores or any other neighborhood in Camas, I'd love to answer those for you. Feel free to reach out to me, text, email, DM, however you prefer. Thanks so much and have a great day.